Hey everyone, it's Lacey from the Resistance broadcast, and I'm here with the Hasbro team, Patrick and Eric. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. You had so many reveals at Star Wars Celebration. So first of all, how are you doing?
We're doing awesome.
Yeah.
This is the best place in the world. Happy to be chatting with you.
Yeah.
We're glad that the community liked the reveals yesterday. We were excited about them, but just excited to talk more. Eric?
Yeah, and same here. Like, just really excited. This is a revitalizing event. It's really fun to just come here, talk to the fans, and be able to finally show off what we've been working on for the past year and a half. So be able to showcase all that. Like, it was exciting to see the reception to everything we showed yesterday.
It must be so hard to be working on such cool stuff, and you're like, I can't tell you. And you have fans being like, do the N1, and you're like, we are.
Oh, especially when it's stuff like that, when we're like imminently revealing it. Like,
Right.
I had a few people yesterday, like right before the panel, saying, "Oh, like, what? Do you have any news on the R2-D2?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "You'll have to wait and see." And they're like, "Yeah." And I just kind of have to play it off like we're not showing it 30 minutes.
Well, and that's where we obviously, I think it's been 2 years now, we moved to the pipeline reveals.
Right.
And so it's been great to give that, kind of look further down the pipeline, let the community know what's coming. And I mean, an event like yesterday was made all the better because we were able to show product, give a glimpse at some really, I think, highly desired pipeline items. And yeah, it's been a great time.
And the booth is packed. It is packed in here. So out of all the reveals, what are your favorite pieces?
Yeah, I think for me, and I'm calling it Emily's Labor of Love, the Vintage Collection Jabba Denizen Pack, Tamdrin Garin, Velkin Tazeri, obviously highly requested and highly desired by the community. I think there was a petition there as well. Tessic Squidhead, getting him into the modern line for the first time. Yeast, getting him back out there. They'll all be individually carded, hitting off an original 96 box with outer packaging to protect it. So that was certainly one of my favorites. And then the HasLab tees. We can't say anything more.
Always
but
with the HasLab.
Yep.
We always want to know what it is.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years. Excited that HasLab is returning to the vintage collection.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and for me, my favorite was the R2-D2. It was a figure that's been a long time coming in our line. Like, he's needed that update to get into the proper scale. And again, like Tom, our sculptor, he was also just a huge champion of that figure. Like, trying to make sure that he got it right. He it was a labor of love on his end too, to try to make sure that he got the sculpting right, all the dimensions right. And he was the one that did a lot of the engineering in terms of like trying to make sure that the arms on the blue arms on the chest can articulate, that all the doors function correctly, the fact that that head can raise up and can slide in all of the tools into that head and still slide back down, and it didn't compromise any of the aesthetics. So we were able to fit a lot of mechanism into that figure and still not compromise the aesthetics, which is all a testament to how great Tom worked on it. So it was really exciting.
Those are so cool. And so when can fans get their hands on these things?
Yep, absolutely. So rewatch the panel live stream on Hasbro Pulse.
Which I have to applaud you guys. You are very transparent with fans and open with live streams and stuff. It's awesome.
Thank you very much. We try, and we know we haven't been in the past. And
Oh, you definitely have been.
Oh, well, thank
you. Always
you.
have been.
We're always trying to make improvements, but we know, for example, like market availability.
Sure.
We've worked to, and we have lots of
It's been a tough few
conversations in
years.
advance. Yep.
Yeah.
And just so we're now on our live streams communicating where you can find items in other markets besides the U.S. So we're
Awesome.
trying there. But rewatch the live stream for all the details. But at a high level, this coming Tuesday, April 11th, is Star Wars pre-order day.
Awesome.
And then next week, Thursday, April 13th, is Indie pre-order day. So 1 p.m. Eastern time and 6 p.m. local time here in London. So that's where you can get most of the items that we shared on our panel.
Awesome. Well, we can't talk about all the figures without talking about the Mandalorian, because between Mando Mania and Mando Mondays, people love the Mandalorian. So can we talk about the N1? Like, what was that process like? What are your favorite features of the N1?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Chris Reif, who was the designer on the N1, like, he did a phenomenal job in not only like staying accurate to the show, but also trying to cram as many features into that as possible. We talked yesterday about the removable dome for the either having Grogu inside the dome or being able to like swap it in the droids, which was huge. Being able to have like all the swappable panels as the pit droids were helping to assemble the N1, you can remove those. Also, the attention to detail too of like sometimes like the figures can be a little bit difficult to fit into the cockpit, so the fact that they have that hinge to be able to open up a little bit more just make it a little bit easier to get into the cockpit, as well as just making sure that Din was the correct, most accurate, best version of him that he could be with the soft goods cape, all the new accessories that were packed in with him, and then the Grogu obviously also helped a lot with the kind of like shifter knob that he puts on.
The moment that came on the show, everyone was like, Hasbro, please.
Yeah.
And we saw it the same time everyone else did. And yeah, as soon as we saw that, we have literally meetings the morning the episodes air to kind of like recap. And as soon as we saw that, we were like, let's
Top
get
of
that
the list,
reference,
highlighted,
start working on
underlined.
that. Yep, get that out as soon as possible. So, and it's our first newly tooled vintage vehicle in 3 years. We know that's an important part of the world building aspect of the community, so we're really excited for that to join the line.
So the thing I'm most excited for personally, with Ahsoka coming up, Chopper.
Yep.
The Chopper toy is so cool. Can you talk about that? Like, what kind of features does it have? What can people expect when they get one?
Absolutely. So Chatterback Chopper is here in our booth. We revealed that. We've had so many reveals this week. We revealed that.
I'm not even, I still have 3 things in my head.
I know. So that's the latest. We've had this sequence of animatronic, more kid-focused toys, but also for fans as well. So he's got motors literally inside him, so he moves all around. He rocks back and forth. He has articulating arms. I think 30 or 40 plus movement and sound combinations. He has a babble back feature.
He is sassy.
Yes, exactly. Captures that signature Chopper attitude. So an amazing product. Obviously, you know, we saw Chopper on the Ahsoka stage as well. Perfectly timed with the show. Every kid and every fan out there is going to want one, and we're excited that he's coming to the line.
You guys must be so pumped with all these new announcements and shows coming out, because you're like, that's more stuff we can make. It must be so, so exciting.
Well, and just, you know, we say all the time we're fans, but just, you know, as people who love Star Wars as well, like, it's so special seeing Star Wars on the screen, and so, you know, being able to see what's coming and have more and more of it, to hear kind of news about, you know, Star Wars returning to the movie screen. I know, absolutely. So it's a wonderful time to be a Star Wars fan, and we're just lucky to be part of it.
Definitely. And then staying on the trend of going to kids. I have a daughter.
Yep.
You have kids.
Yep.
I don't know if you have kids.
No, I do not have any.
Someday.
Maybe someday.
Maybe, if
yeah,
you want,
maybe.
But you like toys. I like toys.
I like toys.
Young Jedi Adventures.
Yes.
Can we talk about those play sets? Because those are bringing back memories from like the 90s for me.
Absolutely, yeah. So Young Jedi Adventures is obviously Lucasfilm's first dedicated preschool show, and we are so excited to partner with them on that. We've got a huge display here in our booth, newly revealed toys. The characters are so amazing and so just
plenty of Nub stuff, by the way.
Yes,
everyone
Nubs
loves
is adorable. Ty's great. Liss. And so I know, you know, you mentioned kids. Like, I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. When I told them that we would be able to watch Star Wars, their jaws dropped. We watched the first short a couple weeks ago, the second one before I went. I promised them more when I get back. So we're supporting the show with a full line. We've got basic figures, feature figures, small vehicles, medium vehicles, the team transport, the Crimson Firehawk, and then the centerpiece, literally, of the line and of our booth is the Jedi Headquarters playset.
It has a slide.
Yeah, it's got a fine slide. It's packed with features. We've got a great preschool team, and we drew a lot of insights here at Hasbro, and so we know what that preschool kid wants from their product. And so we've got a force push stand. We've got, you know, classrooms to play in. That fine slide you mentioned, a swing, a hologram Yoda, light, sound. So I know I cannot wait for that to come out. My kids are definitely, if they're watching this, you know what you're getting for Christmas.
Yeah,
so.
right? So is there anything else that you want people to know that was announced here or that's on the way? Anything you want people to know?
Yeah, so we're going on the live stage in a little bit to talk more about the reveals we had yesterday with the Doc Ondar. So definitely stay in tune for that. Like, we have some great stuff to have there, also with the Darth Maul. So yeah, those are really exciting figures. The Doc Ondar in particular, he is one of my favorite figures we've done. He's just really unique and different looking. And
people
really
are
exciting.
losing it online for that, especially big Disney fans that are going to the parks.
Yeah, for me, we've talked all Star Wars. We've got Indy in the booth as well. I love Star Wars. I'm an even bigger Indy fan, so we revealed our first Dial of Destiny figures. We revealed our entire second wave.
Mine
of
are on the way to my house right
That's
now.
awesome.
I got emails about
I know that it's shipping. It's in stores. It's happening. 3-month countdown to the movie. They shared 6 minutes. It looks amazing. Best indie movie yet. I'm calling it now. But yeah, we're excited about the line. We have new versions of Indy, our entire second wave, Build an Artifact Skull Temple, and more to come.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. Guys, stay tuned for more updates.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.